March 2002, Afghanistan, altitude over 10,000 feet. An American helicopter comes under heavy fire. A special operations team is trapped. And at the moment when most people would no longer be able to stand, one man kept fighting. His name was John Chapman, and he became the first U.S. Air Force service member since Vietnam to receive the Medal of Honor.
John Allen Chapman was born in 1965. He grew up like an ordinary American kid: sports, school, family. But he had a trait that set him apart. He never backed down. Chapman joined the U.S. Air Force and became a combat controller, not just a soldier, a specialist who directs air power from the ground in the middle of combat. He was on the ground, but he commanded the sky. To earn that role, he had to pass one of the toughest selection processes in the U.S. military: physical endurance, mental resilience, extreme stress. Most candidates wash out. He didn't.
Imagine you're in the mountains, surrounded by enemy forces. Your only hope is air support. But to make sure aircraft don't strike friendly forces, you need someone on the ground. Someone who sees the target. Someone who coordinates the strike. Someone who takes responsibility. Chapman was that person. He worked alongside elite units, including Navy SEALs. He wasn't just attached to them, he was part of the team.
March 4th, 2002, Operation Anaconda. The mission: eliminate enemy positions in the mountains of Takur Ghar. A special operations team flies to the summit, but the enemy is waiting. The helicopter comes under intense machine gun fire. One operator falls from the aircraft during the landing attempt. The helicopter is forced to pull away, but the team goes back to retrieve their man.
The second helicopter inserts the team. They land directly into enemy fire. The team takes cover. Ahead, a fortified enemy bunker. And then John Chapman does something he wasn't required to do. He doesn't stay behind cover. He doesn't wait for orders. He moves forward. Under heavy fire, he charges the enemy bunker. Alone. He eliminates the position and gives the rest of the team a chance to survive. During the assault, Chapman is critically wounded. Believing him dead, the team withdraws. But he is not dead. Later drone footage would reveal the truth. Chapman regains consciousness, alone, surrounded by enemy fighters. Most people in that situation would try to hide. He chose to keep fighting. He took up a defensive position and engaged the enemy. When reinforcements arrived, his actions helped prevent even greater casualties. He fought until the very end.
Initially, he was awarded the Air Force Cross, the second highest military decoration. But years later, after reviewing drone footage and conducting a detailed analysis, it became clear Chapman had not simply died bravely. He had consciously continued fighting alone to protect others. In 2018, his award was upgraded to the Medal of Honor. He became the first combat controller in history to receive it.
Military experts noted, his actions were not reckless, they were deliberate. He understood he was alone. He understood the odds, and he chose to fight anyway. That is more than courage. That is professionalism and self-sacrifice. In the military, they say, he bought time, and sometimes time means lives. John Chapman was not a superhero. He had no superpowers. He was a man, but in a critical moment, he did the impossible. His story is not only about war, it is about choice, about duty, about remaining true to yourself, even in chaos. And sometimes, one person can change the outcome of an entire battle.